Hi everyone! It looks like last week video generated some buzz. So thank you for everyone that wrote to me and asked further question about this concept of coaching. So just to remind everyone where we are, I started a couple of weeks ago a series of videos talking about how you cannot do everything by yourself. You need, in order to enhance your career, you absolutely need to surround yourself with people that can help you achieve what you want. So in the first video, we talked about mentorship and sponsorship. And in last week video, we talked about coaching and how that is different from mentoring. So just to recap for everyone, mentors try to tell you this is what has worked for me, repeat the very same steps and you will get the same results. They are wonderful people that put their expertise for you to leverage and try to help you in retracing the steps so that you hopefully will find the same footing, and in that sense you will reach the same end goal. As I was talking in that video, the problem is that the world is spinning faster and faster. So the conditions in which you operate are by definition different by the condition your mentor operated in. Okay. So this is where I started introducing instead the concept of coaching, which is 100% used by executive, I would say everywhere in the world. And it's a powerful tool that is very different from mentoring because it has nothing to do with the road that the coach has traveled, but has everything to do with the word the road you want to travel. Okay, you are by definition a different person by your coach. You are sorry, from your mentor. You are absolutely a different person operating in different conditions from your mentor. So it is not necessarily true that by retracing their steps you will end up in the same place. So that's what coaching is all about. And after last week's video, so many of you reached out to me and said, okay, but how do you do it? I still don't get it. And I'll be honest, I truly believe that until you don't try the power of coaching, there is something that you will never grasp because it's so difficult to explain something as profound as coaching without in words, without having the opportunity to for you to try with your own hands. It's something you need to feel to really understand. Okay, it's like explaining something hot to someone that has never experienced a fire. It's really difficult, but in the moment in which you try it for your own self, you get it. The sensation on your skin is so profound that you will just get it. Okay. However, it is my job as a coach to try to explain it in words as best as I can. And so, fundamentally, coaching is all about asking questions to the potential client so that they themselves reach their own conclusion. Coaching is rooted in this powerful principle that I totally buy into, that you already have your answers. And it's amazing. You might be like, what are you talking about, Simona? I'm telling you, when people really think about what they want in life, they do have the answers, but they don't want to admit it because fears come into place, because overwhelm comes into place, because they are afraid of admitting they are stuck in old pattern and in a mindset. Maybe they grew up with, I don't know, parents that told them that being an engineer was the solution, and instead they wanted to be an artist, but they are afraid of admitting it to themselves. There are so many reasons why clients need a safe space where they can voice out some of these things that they internally have, but at the end of the day, they are so afraid of admitting even to themselves. And so I know when I say things like these, sometimes people ask, oh, so is it like therapy? So let me be totally clear. No, it's not like therapy. In order to be a therapist, you need to have done a very different course of study versus what I have completed, and very different certifications versus the one that I personally have obtained. Okay. But here is the difference between therapy and coaching. Therapy is grounded in the idea of trying to understand the origin and the cause of how you feel in a certain way. Okay, let's say that you feel like you're not good enough. Maybe this is depending on something that happened during your with your parents, or maybe when you were a young kid in school, and all of that. So therapy is an extremely powerful tool, and especially if you have lived very traumatic events in your life, 1,000,000% therapy is the way to go. Okay. I have worked and I am working with clients that are in that situation, and they are actually doing both therapy and coaching. I also have had clients in which I have honestly said, I feel that you would benefit from therapy before even starting a coaching journey. And that has enabled them to really resolve some of those issues and then come back with me and really boost our coaching journey. So, therapy is, let me say, going back in the past and trying to understand the causes of that, some of the things that you are feeling and experiencing. Coaching is all about the future. Coaching is all about setting the stage and taking action so that you can move forward. So I also had an interesting client, I'm working with her right now, that told me, I have been doing therapy for 10 years and there is tremendous progress that I have made with that. But now I'm at a point in my life in which I want to move forward. I want to really turn from looking at the past to looking at my future, right? And so that's where she hired me, and she's making tremendous stride in reorganizing her life. First of all, professionally, but even on a larger scale, about everything: relationship, finances. We talk about everything 360 degrees. So that is the difference between therapy and coaching. This is one of the questions that comes up a ton when I talk with potential clients. And I hope you understand the power of coaching is really about making plans, being accountable to start driving action, so that, because the reality is that if you don't take action and you don't take some real actual steps, your condition is not going to change. You can understand where it's coming from. And again, it's absolutely important for you, especially when the conditions are major, to understand where this is coming from. But coaching helps you move forward. And again, coaching leverages this idea that you already have the answers. Now, of course, I coach people that are in the corporate world mainly, even if not only, mainly, I coach people in the corporate world, and I do have experience in the corporate world. So that helps me understand and potentially propose solutions, but it's always a co-creation with the client. It's never about, I did this, so did that, and it will work out. It's a very different process from that. I hope I answered some of your questions. I'll be happy to receive more. And if you want to try the power of coaching on your own skin, reach me out at Simona at coachingwithsimona.com. I am Simona Pappalardo. I help overworked and overwhelmed managers become authentic and confident leaders who create success for themselves, their teams, and their organizations at large. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.